Welcome to Deep Thought. Think about how you are contributing to your own downfall. Let me write that in good. Anyway, now real quick, I should have did that before I even started recording, write it out. But once again, small thing. Pay attention. That was just a quick lesson. Pay attention to even small things. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to everything. I'll probably do a video on just that subject in the future. But think about how you're contributing to your own downfall. What are you doing? Remember, you create your own reality. You create it. You are, you're the God of your world. Now, I don't mean to offend anybody's religious or spiritual sensibilities, but take from it what you can. That means you have control over your own world. But if things aren't happening, things aren't going the way you want, you ain't getting the relationships you want, you're not making the money you want, you're not living where you want, you just don't like it, okay, fine. Instead of blaming the days, because real quick, I always talk about the days, but one of the things I want to convey on this channel, and I want you to think about, they don't have power over you that you don't allow. They can try. And even if they hold a gun to your head, you can still say, you know what, I'll take death before following you. Even then it's like, well, you can kill me, but then what? You're not getting what you want. But here's the thing. How are you contributing to your own downfall? If you're not getting the mates that you want, because a lot of people, when they check out my channel, they check out my other channel, particularly men, on how to get women. What are you doing for it? And in fact, I had some women who hit me up, and a third of my consultation clients are women. And they'll wonder, how come they not meeting that right guy? But it's like, okay, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? See, the thing is, what you have power over is yourself. And if you're in a position you're in, what are you doing? Like, I still remember a powerful example of a good friend of mine. I ain't gonna call their name, but they were having just trouble in life, just trouble. But then all of a sudden they switched up. Now it's everything they touching is turning to gold. And I asked them, and they said something. I don't think they fully told me, but I said there was a definite change. I even said the exact moment when the change happened because I could see it. Because one, they realized they were in their own way. All they did was change their mind, and stop contributing to their own downfall. Now everything is moving up. I would not be surprised if this person is a millionaire, becomes a millionaire at some point in their lives. I would not be surprised. When they were struggling for money, that's how powerful it was, because they realized it was their own. They looked at themselves. They stopped blaming the outside. They looked at themselves. Think about your life now. If it's not what you want, or you don't have everything you want, what are you doing to contribute to it? What are you doing? I'll use a relationship example because that's always the best. There are a lot of men and women out here, they can have a ton of mates, but it's on them. They'll think, oh, I'm this or that, but once they change their minds, once they really look at themselves, they realize, oh, it's them. Shoot, I had that. Let me use that example. I remember there was a point in my life, these women don't want me, these women don't want me. But then I looked up and I said, wait a minute, a ton of women wanted me. A ton of women. But it was on me. Because one woman in particular, this was back in the day. This was a very, drop dead gorgeous woman, consensusly attractive woman. And I was the one tripping. Guess she went to a good friend of mine and she was like, what's up with him? She wanted to know. And he came back and told me. So I said, wait a minute. I'm tripping. Once I stopped tripping myself, all of a sudden I noticed there was a difference in how the women responded to me. I was contributing to my own downfall. Once I changed, all of a sudden I didn't have that downfall. And, just everything else, making money, same thing. See, we have control over ourselves, and that starts from our mind. It starts from, are we thinking? What are we doing? Or let me look at it in another way. Sometimes because we feed our mind with the wrong information. We believe the propaganda and everything. We don't think. And we make a choice to follow along. But is that helping us? Is that helping us? Now, I'm gonna say that as a group. Yeah, there's some individuals among us, I should say, who they aren't, they don't follow along. They're opening their mind. They're using the power of their mind to get someplace. I'm one of those individuals. I'll say that. I have no problem saying it. When there were times, I remember there was a time, it was over 10 years ago, where things they weren't going the way I wanted to. But what did I do? I just changed my thoughts about something. I stopped contributing to my own downfall, and I've risen since. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. That's the lesson. If you gotta look within, you gotta look within. You have control over your own reality. You gotta feed your mind with the proper things. Because that's one thing. If you having a downfall, you're not really doing anything. What are you feeding your mind with? What are you listening to? Who are you listening to? What philosophy you're following. Heck, even what religion you follow. Is it really helping you? You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice, and you have to understand you got the power within your mind to change everything, to change your reality. So you got to look at yourself. It's like, okay, you're not getting, like, I'll use a relationship example because I still get some guys mad at me that I don't really go in on women. They get mad. And a few times I might I will say something about some bad traits that are negative in women every now and then. I always get somebody to say, hey, about time and everything. It's like, hold up. Yeah, I'm pointing it out, but then only reason I'm pointing it out is a man has to make a choice not to deal with that trait. That's the only reason I'll put it up. That's still on the man. That's still on the man. And then when I was dealing with doing my woman's channel on a regular basis, I tell the women the same thing. It's on you. But you got to say, what choices are you making with everything in life? If you're in a particular job, well, you might have taken that job because, you needed money. I can understand that. But at the same time, what are you doing to get out of there? What choices are you making? Why are you in that position? Or, I've seen plenty of people at different levels get fired from jobs, but I could always look at their own behavior. And it's like, oh, okay, they doing something. They doing their own thing. Like, you got to think about it. Think about how you are contributing to your own downfall if things aren't working out. Because then you have the power to change. All right? So, anyway, that's all I have for this one. Really think about it, all right? And I'll get back with you later. Peace.